Woodpeckers, welcome back. Welcome back to Woody Whiskey Wednesday. I'm Steven. We're back in the shop. This week we've got a great build. We also have a great whiskey that we're going to drink this week because after building that box with no plans, we need some. So we got the Crown Royal Blackberry. And the first one is always to you. That's sweet. That's so good. Some people hang family photos for the memories. Marines, we hang them for security. So tonight on Wood and Whiskey Wednesday, we're hiding something special behind one of my favorite photos of almost ever. It's the photo of the day I retired from the Marine Corps. My wife, 3 boys, all of us with the flag in the background. Great time. November in North Carolina. It was a little chilly, but it wasn't bad. So we're also pairing tonight's video with Crown Royal Blackberry because even your security needs something sweet sometimes. So I've quite literally put off this entire project all weekend long. It's Monday. Still don't know how I'm gonna do it. I think the only thing to do is just start. Make it up as I go along. See what comes out of it. So one of the things I don't like to do is I don't like to stain after I glue. Had I given myself more time, I would stain this first, let it dry, and then glue it together and put a brad nail in it. But because I decided to procrastinate horribly this weekend, I'm gonna have to glue it and stain it. I think it's gonna be fine, as long as I take my time with it, as long as I'm very careful with where I put the stain, or where I put the glue rather. I think I'll be okay. But let's do a dry fit. And I'm going from the back because the front lip really is not good enough to make a connection with these corner braces. Oh yeah. If nothing else comes out of this entire build, I've got a great frame for photo. Got a little bit of sanding to do, take off some of those marks. And that's going to be it. So I'm only going to take off the sides. So I like the placement of where these are, and I don't have to maneuver around them again. As long as I just take off those, leave those, will be good. Just taking off that pencil mark that I made. It didn't get fully cut off. Alright, so while these are off, what I'm going to do is a little bit of glue. And again, trying to make sure that I do not get any on the forward face of it. This one back down. Oh, it's so tighten back down. Good. Same on this side. All right. So now that I like where those are, nail's not there for support. It's just there to keep it together while it's gluing up. Make sure that it does not move around any. Can't run out of ammo. I'm gonna give it a little bit of time, let that glue set up, and then we'll move on. So because this is really thin, and this is also thin, I can't cut out a piece for it, or I can't recess this into this. So what I'm going to use is this 1/8 inch that I use for a lot of my lasering. Words are escaping me again. So for a lot of things I laser, I use this. What I'm going to do is create a space for it by cutting out around here, cutting a center, and then doing a second piece to it. I think that's going to set me up for success. So everybody's stood duty, to include our woodpecker. When a woodpecker stands duty, there are pecking order violations. I'll place a small hole in it so I can get through my scroll saw so I can get the center out. And as a quick note, safety. I have been drinking. I won't touch the pistol tonight at all. Make sure that you're responsible as gun owners. Make sure you're responsible as adults. Follow local laws and make sure that you have trigger protection on it. All the things. I just want to say that in case somebody sees this, either this week or years from now, it's like, oh my God, he was drinking and had guns. It's locked. I'm not touching it anymore. Make good choices. We try to. So the glue's dried up. Now it's time to stain. I'm gonna go with golden pecan. Pecan? However you want to say it. I say pecan. I'm gonna need some more. I'm almost out. Yeah. That came out pretty nice. I'm gonna let that dry, and then I'm gonna put on the little back piece and the glass, and then we'll move on. So after looking at the instructions for this, looking how thick this is without going into the glass, I don't know if I'm going to be able to use this hinge at all. I want to. Just don't think it's going to work. See, I still got to correct the box. I can make this thicker by putting another piece behind it, but when I threw on this back piece, it's just screwed on there. So if we ever want to go and change the picture, we can. If I put another piece of wood back here, kind of limits that. It's a brain teaser. So I'm using a very simple box design. A lot of it has to do with time. A lot of it has to do with, I don't have any plans for this as well. So those two need to come down. So once again, we're going to use the right angle clamps. Right. Glue, brad nails, and we'll get it set. So I'm gonna pre-drill some holes. I'm gonna throw in these finish trim head nails, 1.5 inch. So I think what I'm going to have to use are these narrow hinges. Not exactly what I wanted, but I think it's the only way I can make this one work without over designing. Not what I want. Not what I want at all. So we got the box together. This is the lock that we're going to use. Just have to get the lock inside the box. It is gonna be 1/8 of an inch too large.
Oh fuck.
Alright, so there's gonna be a change of plans. I'm gonna have to put it here. But this is the screw that goes in here. And it is just proud of the back that I did behind the photo and the glass. So I'm gonna make a slightly larger base for this. Yay. And so that's what I did. I took a little bit of the extra that we had from cut off from earlier from making the backings. I just made 2 quick cuts, and they'll sit right underneath, right on top, and it will not pierce the glass. I'm gonna get these glued up. And with those glued up on the bottom and set in, make a couple of reference marks so I can start to mount it. All right. Move this out of the way. A little bit of glue down here. And now, for the moment of truth. And it is open. Oh yeah. Now we gotta finish at the back. Make a mount. Something just like that. So I cut down a 1/2 inch piece of ply that I had. It was off a larger piece. I'm leaving it overlapped. I'm going to screw it down, and then I'm going to bring it over to the router table and flush it all out. So there are a few ways that we can do a mounting. I think on the spot corrections of what I've been making the entire time, I'm literally gonna go with a Doublet. So I'm gonna do a dowel behind the pistol grip, and right in front of the trigger guard, and that will hold it up. I'm gonna use a 4-inch bit to knock some of this down, and then go back through with a cabinet screw just to hold it all together. So it looks like an average photo box. So you leave small little trinkets in. It doesn't look something that you'd leave weapons into. But with this little swipe, it opens up to a pistol holder. Ooh, it's making noises. It relocked. So this came to you because of a comment that somebody left on a last week's post. Zoom out so you don't get a big forehead. There was no plan. You'll see through this entire process. I wish I had a plan. But I didn't. I picked up some wood last week and pushed this off as long as I could. I think it came out great though. Is it going to hold my pistol in my house? Maybe, maybe not. I have a very secure safe up in my upstairs. I like it there. But without a RFID, you can't get into it. It's not the safest of safes. It's all glue and screws. Can you break it apart? Absolutely. But that's not the point of it. The point was make something because of a comment, and I did. I'm happy with it. So this may look unfinished. It's a little bit on purpose, but it's also a little on a time crunch. Would I like to have put felt in the back of it? Fancied it all up? Yes. Can you take it a step further and, mount ribbons or medals in there? Yes. Can you put other things besides weapons in it? Absolutely. You know what I'm going to ask. In the comments down below, what would you put in it if it wasn't going to be a pistol? How would you finish it? Would you have stained it darker? Would you have stained it lighter? Would you have not put any stain on it at all? Would you have painted it? How would it best be displayed in your house? All of those questions. Comment down below. We love them. I read them. I enjoy them. So tonight it has been a long, long day of building. But I think it came out great. I'd like to thank all of you for sticking around, for watching. If you'd like to see something that is not on my schedule be built, comment down below, please. I love the idea of when we got it. I jumped right on board. I think I nailed it. So tonight we built a hidden protector. Got a great display for one of my favorite pictures of all times. Sip some good whiskey, because this blackberry is smooth. And had a good time. Remember, we will saw, we will sand. We sip and repeat. Woodpeckers, you have a great, great night. Love building this one. Had a fun time. Bye.